Good morning to one and all present here. Good morning to everyone. And I am Vaishnavi from Erode Sengundar Engineering College, and I am the assistant professor in the Department of Chemical Engineering. Here we are going to see some problems related to mass transfer, heat transfer, and transport phenomena for the AICT Parana for preparing for SC/ST students for the higher education. For kind help, we are going to teach about the problems, very important problems related to GATE. Let us go to the problems. Okay. This is the mass transfer. What do you mean by mass transfer? Means there will be a transfer of mass from one phase to another phase through any medium. Through the medium is called the mass transfer. The mass transfer is very important important thing that we are using for many of the industries, and related to the mass transfer, heat transfer, the transport phenomena is based on these two subjects. Not only mass transfer and heat transfer, also the fluid mechanics. The main core paper for the chemical engineering is the transport phenomena, and this transport phenomena is the basis of mass transfer, heat transfer, and fluid mechanics. Okay. Among that, we are going to see some problems for mass transfer. A vessel that contains a mixture of 2 kilomole of CO2 and 4.5 kilomole of air at 1 bar and 25 degrees Celsius at 25 degrees Celsius. If air contains 21% oxygen and 79% nitrogen by volume, calculate for the mixture. They have given the 4 types of questions. They asked to find out the mass of CO2, O2, and NO2, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen, and the total mass for all of these. Then the second question, they have asked to find out the percentage carbon content by mass. Okay, then the third question is the molar mass and the gas constant for the mixtures. And the fourth question, they have asked to find out the specific volume of the mixture. Okay, this is the 4 types of question they have asked on the basis of just consider a vessel which contains a mixture of carbon, the vessel contains. That means you consider that there is a container. Okay, that container is having a mixture of carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen in the presence of air at the temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then we have to calculate the mass of all of these. The first question is we have to find out the mass. For that, we are going to see the solution. First, we are going to find out the moles for each and every compound. Okay. First, we have to find out the mole of the CO2, and next we have to find out the mole of oxygen, and then we have to find out the mole of nitrogen. Okay, so that we are going to find out the number of moles of O2. O2 is nothing but they have given us 21%. So this is a mass fraction. We are going to convert it for mole fraction, that is 0.21 into 4.5. Okay, then the next one is then for that we are going to calculate 0.21 into 4.5 is 0.945 kilomole. Okay, number of moles for nitrogen. Nitrogen is 0. What they have given here, 79%. Here they have also mentioned about the carbon dioxide. For that also we are going to find out the mole fraction, that is CO2. CO2, O2, and N2. All the things we have to convert it to moles. They have given in the mass fraction, and we have to convert it in the moles, and then you have to each and every mole is converted by the mass fraction is converted to mole fraction. After that, it is multiplied with the molecular number of that compound. Okay, so you are going to multiply it with the sorry 4.5 kilomole of air they have given, so that you are going to multiply with the 4.5. okay, that is the compound for that is a common compound for oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Okay, so you have found out the all the three types of oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen separately, the moles, number of moles. So the first question they have asked, the mass have been calculated, and then the total mass we have to found out. So the total mass is carbon dioxide plus oxygen plus nitrogen. Okay, these three will be added, and we have the bulk amount of mass, that is the total mass. Okay, then the percentage carbon content by mass. What do you mean by percentage carbon content? That means how much of carbon that is present in the compounds which are given here. That means the carbon dioxide, oxygen and nitrogen, there will be present of carbon. So we have to find out the percentage of carbon that is present here. So the percentage of carbon we have noted that the carbon is having a molecular formula of 24. So 24 divided by individual molecular formula divided by total mass. Individual mass divided by total mass. Okay. So 24 is the carbon content present in here. So divided by 217.48 is the total mass. So you have to divide by that into 100. Into 100 is for we are going to find out the percentage of carbon. Okay, that is the into 100. So you will get the answer as 11.035 percentage by mass. This is the percentage of carbon which is present in the mixture of carbon dioxide, oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, this is the percentage of carbon by mass. Next they have asked for molar mass and gas constant for the mixture. Okay, you have to find out the molar mass. Molar mass means you are getting yes, they have given the moles of each and every compound, oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Okay, so now you have to divide by 6.5 because mass is given as 6.5. That means for finding out the gas constant you are going to use total mass. So you have to divide each and every mole divided by 6.5 for converting the kg into kilomole. They have given in the kilomole. Okay, so for finding out the answer in the molar mass unit is kg per kilomole. So you have to convert it. So we are going to convert it by with the help of unit conversion. So you are dividing the moles, each and every moles. That means carbon, nitrogen and oxygen, carbon dioxide, oxygen and nitrogen will be divided by 6.5 and multiplied by the molecular weight. Okay, molecular weight, each and every molecular weight. So 2 is the carbon dioxide, 2 kilomole is carbon dioxide. So 2 divided by 6.5 into 44 is the molecular weight of the carbon dioxide. Plus, then next one is oxygen. Oxygen, for oxygen they have given us 21 percentages. Yes, 21 percentage we have found out as see number of moles is number of moles we have found out sorry, here see, listen, here we have given as for carbon dioxide they have directly given us 2 kilomole. For nitrogen and oxygen they have given with the percentage, so that we are converting it to the converting the fraction into moles. So we are getting 0.945 kilomole for oxygen and 3.55 kilomole for nitrogen. Okay, that only we are going to use for molar mass. Okay, this is the molar mass. For carbon dioxide, you are going to write it as 2 divided by 6.5 into 44 plus 0.945 for oxygen divided by 6.5 into 32 is the oxygen molecular weight, plus nitrogen moles. Mole of nitrogen is 3.55 divided by 6.5 into 28. 28 is the molecular weight of nitrogen. So you have to simplify this and calculate it and find out the molar mass as 33.5 kg per kilo mole. Okay. Then the gas constant for the mixture is 8314 is the gas constant value. So divide 8314 by 33.5. 33.5 is nothing but the molar mass we have found out here. Okay. So you will get the answer for the gas constant as 248.18 joule per kg Kelvin. Okay. Then the last thing what they have asked in the question is the specific volume of the mixture. What do you mean by specific volume of the mixture? Here we are having the formula for specific volume of the mixture is V is equal to R into T divided by rho. Okay. Here temperature R, we know that R is nothing but the gas constant we have found out here, and T is the temperature, and pressure is 1 bar. They have given us 1 bar. You have to convert it to meter cube per Kelvin. So 1 into 105. Okay. 1 bar is equal to 105 meter cube per kg. Okay, that is this is the fraction. We know all the values for finding out the specific volume of the mixture. So you have to substitute all the values for R, T, and pressure. Then you will get the answer as 0.7395 meter cube per kg. Okay, then that's all. That's all the first problem. Just I will recall it. We are having a vessel. Just consider one vessel that contains a mixture of 2 moles, 2 moles of 2 kilomole of carbon dioxide, 4.5 kilomole of 2 kilomole of carbon dioxide, 21% oxygen, and 79% nitrogen. Okay, with a mixture of 4.5 kilomole of air at 1 bar, that is pressure at and 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, now we are going to calculate the mass, total mass, percentage carbon content by the mass, and the molar mass, gas constant, and specific volume of the mixture. Mass can be calculated by, here they have given for oxygen and nitrogen they have given in the percentage, so you have to convert it to the moles, and then you have to find out the moles, number of moles, then you have to find out the total mass. After that you have to find out the percentage of carbon mixture. Then molar mass can be converted, can be calculated by the molecular weight of each and every term, and you have to sum up that. Then you have to calculate the gas constant of the mixture. Yes, gas constant is 8314 is the common constant term for the gas constant value. This can be divided by the molar mass, total molar mass we have found out here. Then the specific volume, we are having the formula for V is equal to R into T divided by P. that is equal to this. Substitute all the values. We already know everything. For pressure, they have given in the bar. You have to convert it to meter cube per Kelvin, and then you have to substitute all the values, and you will give the answer as 0.7395 meter cube per kg. Okay. Okay, we can go for next problem. In the next problem, the air pressure inside a synthetic rubber ball, 400 millimeter inside diameter and 15 thick decreases from 3.5 bar to 3.45 bar in 7 days. Estimate the coefficient of diffusion of air in synthetic rubber if the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and the solubility of air in the rubber is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilomole per meter cube bar. Okay. You just consider a rubber ball. Rubber ball for this problem. Okay. In that rubber ball, the air is filled. For sure, the air will be filled. Okay. That rubber ball is a synthetic rubber ball. So it will be having the measurement of 400 mm inside diameter and 15 thickness. Okay, and it will decreases from 3.5 bar. Its pressure is 3.5 bar to 3.45 bar in 7 days. By using this rubber ball, its pressure is getting decreased from 3.5 to 3.45 in 7 days in a week. Okay, estimate the coefficient of diffusion of air in the synthetic rubber if the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and the solubility of air in the rubber is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilomole per meter cube bar. Okay, what do you mean by that means first of all we are going to, this is based on the diffusion of mass transfer. Diffusion means I have already told you that a transfer of mass from one phase to another through any medium. Okay, through a medium. That means you just consider one membrane is present inside. For example, take this rubber ball itself. Okay, here you are having a rubber ball as a rubber ball's surface as a medium. Okay, surface medium. Okay, through outside air will be passed through the medium and penetrate through the medium and getting into the ball, so that the pressure is getting decreased. When you throw a ball to the wall, it will compress. Rubber ball, that means rubber ball will having some elasticity, so it will compress, so that the pressure inside the ball will get decreased. That is from 3.5 to 3.45 bar. Okay, now we are going to calculate the coefficient of diffusion of air. Okay, since the pressure change is very small during a period of 7 days, the problem can be treated as a steady state. Okay, initial mass of air inside the ball. That means this is the formula for finding the mass. Okay, now we are going to find out the mass for P1V divided by RT, that is PV divided by RT. Okay, for our convenience, we are going to have the 1, 2, that mass 1, mass 2, that and all we are going to specify with 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, whatever the case may be, whatever the specifications you are liked, you can use it. Okay. Here we have used as M1, and the pressure is P1 V divided by R into T. Okay, here what pressure is given as 3.5. Okay, from 3.5 to 3.45, this have been decreased. So initial mass, it is given in the bar. So we are going to convert it to kg per second. So 3.5 into 10 to the power 5 into volume. Volume is volume, you can write it as 4 by 3 into pi into diameter the whole square. Uh, Okay, so 4 by 3 into pi divided by into 0.2 the whole cube. That is, we are using as a d cube. Okay, then gas constant R is can be written as 8314 is the common thing. That is for meter cube per kg. Here the unit is kg per second. So you can search it for that unit, the gas constant value will be changed. For every unit, the gas constant value is changing. So for a kg per second, in the unit of kg per second, we want the gas constant value, so that we are using at 287. Okay, 287 into 298. Here, what the temperature has been given 25 degrees Celsius, you are going to convert it and plus 273 means 298. Okay, 298. So you will calculate it, you multiply and divide the terms, and you will get the answer as 0.137 into kg. 0.137 kg for mass 1, initial mass. The same as for final mass. Final mass, the pressure is decreased to 3.45 bar. So you have to change that pressure alone here. So you will get the answer as the same terms, or the same formula is used to find out the M2, that means final mass. M1 is the initial mass and M2 is the final mass. We are going to here see in the question they have given 3.5 bar to 3.45 bar. It has been decreased. So initial mass is 3.5 into 10 to the power 5, and the final mass is 3.45 into 10 to the power 5. Okay, into 4 by 3, that is volume. The same terms are to be written, and you will get the answer as 0.1352 kg. Okay, then the leakage of the rate of leakage. What do you mean by leakage here? The sum how the pressure is getting decreased. In the rubber ball, you consider a rubber ball. In that um, very minute pores will be present in every object. There will be some minute pores for like your dress also is synthetic material. In your dress, for sure there will be a pores. Like that, the rubber also is synthetic rubber is also having a minute pores. Through that minute pores, the pressure is getting released, so that only it is decreased from 3.5 to 3.45. Okay, very minute pores. So very less amount of pressure is getting released, so that we have to find out the how much rate of leakage is there. So for finding that leakage, initial mass divided by minus subtraction of initial mass and final mass divided by, in 7 days they have given. So 7 into 24 into 3600 seconds. Okay, for 1 day that there are okay, this is the conversion for seconds for 7 days, 24 hours, and 3600 seconds. Okay, you will get the answer as 2.976 into 10 to the power minus 9 kg per second. This is the leakage, rate of leakage. Okay. Then the average pressure inside the ball, that is your final mass, yes, initial mass plus final mass divided by 2 will get the average pressure inside the ball. So 3.45 plus 3.5 divided by 2 is equal to 3.475 bar. Okay, concentration inside the ball. What do you mean by concentration inside the ball? They have given us 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3. So minus 3 kilomole per meter cube bar. They have given us like this. So we will convert it to kg per meter cube. So 0.1814 kg per meter cube. This is the concentration of the ball inside. Okay. Now outside surface. That means you have to find out the concentration at the outer surface. Outer surface means P2 into S. S means what? P2 is nothing but the pressure, 1. Why it will be considered as 1 bar, and S is given as solubility. Solubility is given as 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 into air, or the molecular weight of air will be 29. So you will get the answer as 0.0522 kg per meter cube. This will be the concentration at the outside surface. This will be the concentration for inside the ball. Okay. Then since conduction heat transfer is analogous to diffusion mass transfer, the diffusive resistance for the spherical shell can be written as this is the spherical shell. Okay. For that, the diffusive resistance has been written. So RD. RD is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi d R1 into R2. And the MA can be written as CA1 minus CA2 divided by RD, that is equal to 4 pi d into R1 R2 CA1 minus CA2 divided by R2 minus R1. Or capital D is equal to, here D can be written as MA into R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi R1 R2 into CA1 minus CA2. We know all the values. Okay, R1 R2, you know, R1 means uh, CA1 minus CA2 is nothing but the concentration inside and outside. Okay, divided by RD. RD we have to find out the value for R2 minus R1 is radius. They have given us a diameter. You have to find out the radius. And for D, you have already having the formula for D is equal to MA into R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi R1 R2 CA1 minus CA2. A substitute for MA is mass. Mass we have find out the total mass. Okay, that means final mass. Okay, final mass we have to write it, and then you have to find out the value for substitute all the values. You know all the values, and you have to substitute it and find out the value as 6.4 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter square per second. This will be the answer for finding the diffusive resistance. That means RD. RD can be RD will have the value of 6.4 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter square per second. Okay, that's all. This problem. Now we are going to just I will summarize. You are considering a synthetic rubber ball and it is having this type of diameter and thickness. They have given pressure as final initial pressure as 3.5 and final pressure as 3.45 in 7 days. The coefficient you have to find out the diffusion coefficient for the synthetic rubber of with the temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and the solubility of air in the rubber is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilomole per meter cube bar they have given. Since you have to find out the initial mass and final mass with the help of the formula PV divided by RT, and from these two values M1 and M2 you have to find out the rate of leakage for 7 days, and after that you have to find out the average pressure inside the ball by summing up the initial pressure and final pressure divided by 2 by getting the average. So the concentration inside the ball is 0.1814 kg per meter cube, and the concentration outside the surface is pressure into S solubility 1 into 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 into air will be having the molecular weight of 29. So you will get the concentration at the outside surfaces 0.0522 kg per meter cube. Now we have to find out some analogous to the diffusion mass transfer. The diffusive resistance for the spherical shell can be written as Rd is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi d R1 R2, and Ma is equal to Ca1 minus Ca2 divided by Rd, that is equal to 4 pi d R1 R2 Ca1 minus Ca2 divided by R2 minus R1. Or you can directly find the value for D is equal to Ma into R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi R1 R2 Ca1 minus Ca2. And substitute all the values, you know that, and you will get the answer as 6.4 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter square per second. Okay, that's all the second problem. And then, sorry. Okay, we can go for the next problem. Estimate the rate of burning of a pulverized carbon particle in a furnace. If the diameter of the particle is 4 mm, pressure is 1 bar, the oxygen is available at 1100 Kelvin. Assume that fairly large layer of CO2 surrounds the carbon particle. Take D is equal to diameter is equal to 1 centimeter square per second. Okay, here they have considered a furnace. Okay, in that furnace, the carbon particle is pulverized. Pulverized means it is being penetrated. Okay, rate of burning. Once the furnace, in the furnace, the carbon is kept for burning means it will uh, it will become as an ash. Okay. And if the we have to find out the particle of minute particle means the diameter of the particle is 4, each and every diameter of the particle is 4 mm in the pressure of 1 bar, then oxygen available at 1100 Kelvin, and assume that a large layer of carbon dioxide surrounds the carbon particle. the diameter will be taken as 1 centimeter square per second. Okay. Now the combustion. Combustion means nothing but the burning. Okay, burning of carbon is known as the combustion. The combustion equation is C plus O2 CO2 equal to, that is R is nothing but the E equal to relates, that means relates CO2, that is there will be an equimolar counter diffusion between O2 and CO2. Okay, O2 and CO2, since a fairly large blanket of carbon dioxide surrounds the carbon particle, the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide at the surface of the carbon particle will be 1 bar, and the partial pressure of oxygen will be 0. Okay, clearly listen that since a fairly large blanket of carbon dioxide will surround the carbon particle, the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide at the surface of the carbon particle will be 1 bar. That means the partial pressure will be of carbon dioxide. That means partial pressure of CO2 of the carbon dioxide at the surface of the carbon particle will be 1 bar, and the partial pressure of oxygen will be 0. Okay. Similarly, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide for outside will be 0, and the partial pressure of oxygen will be 1 bar. The reverse. Okay. For inside and outside, they have given us partial pressures. Okay. Then from this, we are having an equation for finding out the diffusivity. For we are having the equation as Na divided by A, that is equal to minus D 1 divided by R naught into T dPA divided by dx. So Na divided by area is 4 pi R square, that is equal to minus D divided by R naught into T dPA divided by dr. Separating the variables and integrating. Okay. Now we are going to take the constants outside, and dr by r square 1 alone will get integrated. So Na into R naught constant will be coming to the same side, and Na into R naught of T divided by 4 pi into D into integration of R is equal to R1 to infinity dr divided by R square is equal to minus integration of 1 to 0 into D into PA. Now PA will get the value for Na R naught T divided by 4 pi into D into 1 divided by R1. Okay, that is equal, and N into carbon dioxide CO2 is equal to 4 into pi into 1. 1 is 4 pi is area, 4 pi 1 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 10 to the power 5 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by RT, that is gas constant, and 1100 is oxygen available. Okay, R into oxygen, how much oxygen which is available here is 1100. 8314 is gas constant, and N into CO2 is given as 4 pi into bar into 10 to the power 5 is nothing but the what as unit. Okay, into 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 is here diameter they have given. From that you can calculate the radius. Here 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 is temperature, that is not temperature, that is diameter, and radius can be converted to this 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by R into oxygen present. Okay, now we can calculate the value and find out the value as for NC naught. NC naught, you can have the value as 2.748 into 10 to the power minus 8 kg mole per seconds. Since 1 mole of carbon will produce 1 mole of CO2, the rate of burning of a carbon will be 1 mole of carbon will produce 1 mole of CO2. So we find out the NCO2 we want 12 moles. So you are multiplying the value of NCO2 into 12 for getting the NCO2, 12 CO2. Okay, 2.748 into 10 to the power minus 8 into 12 is equal to, you will get the value as 3.298 into 10 to the power minus 7 kg per seconds. Okay, this will be giving the value for CO2. Okay, how much carbon have been burnt. Okay, that's all what they have asked. Finally, large surrounds the carbon particle. Large layer that surrounds the carbon particle will have the value as 3.298 into 10 to the power minus 7 kg per seconds. Okay. In this burning of carbon, that will be given as ash. You will produce some ash once the carbon has been burned. That ash can be used for many products. For finding out the carbon is used for many products, and that from that carbon the coal is produced. That coal can be produced for many types of burning process as a raw material, um, so that we have used this problem as a important problem for finding out the burning of carbon. And there are many types of burning of carbon is there. For related that carbon, you are having many types of problems in the gate. Okay, you will have the questions as uh, how much of carbon getting burned, how much of carbon is used for this type of equipment. You can calculate that according to the specifications of that equipment, how much of that is this carbon is a very raw material. So you will have such type of problems also including in the gate. Okay, we can go for the next problem. Uh, Here they have given us carbon dioxide at 30 degrees Celsius and at a pressure of 2.5 bar is flowing through a rubber pipe. Inside diameter is 25 mm and the thickness 5 mm. The coefficient of diffusion of carbon dioxide rubber combination is 0.11 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter square per second, and the solubility of the carbon dioxide is 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 Kelvin mole per meter cube bar. Calculate the loss of CO2 by diffusion per unit length of the pipe. Okay. Uh, what they have mentioned here is carbon dioxide at 30 degrees Celsius and at the pressure of, here they have given a pressure of 2.5 bar, is flowing through a rubber pipe. Okay. Consider a rubber pipe. In that rubber pipe, carbon dioxide at 30 degrees Celsius and pressure of 2.5 bar will be passing through the rubber pipe, which consists of the inside diameter of 25 mm and the thickness will be considered as 5 mm. The coefficient of diffusion of the carbon dioxide rubber combination is 0.11 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter square per second, and the solubility of the carbon dioxide is 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 Kelvin mole per meter cube bar. Now we have to calculate the loss of carbon dioxide by diffusion per unit length of the pipe. You have to calculate the loss of carbon dioxide by diffusion per unit length of the pipe. The coefficient of diffusion of carbon dioxide and rubber combination will have the solubility also. In that, from that solubility, the pressure is getting decreased and the length is getting decreased. The thickness, length and thickness will remain the same, the diameter also remaining the same, but the carbon dioxide which is passing through the rubber pipe will get reacted, and it will have the combination of diffusivity particles, and it will have some sorry, and it will have some loss. There is some rupture which is happening in that rubber pipe. So it will sticking to the rubber pipe, and it will get decreased when how much the quantity of carbon dioxide is passing through will come. Obviously, it will get decreased. Now we are going to calculate how much of carbon dioxide have been decreased from the initial value by diffusion per unit length of the pipe. Okay. Now the species concentration, that means the carbon dioxide concentration as the at the gas solid interface is obtained in terms of the partial pressure of the gas adjacent to the solid surface and the solubility factor S, or concentration is equal to partial pressure into S. We are going to find out in the last problem itself. We have find out the concentration as partial pressure into solubility. Now the concentration, the species concentration at the gas solid interface is obtained in terms of the partial pressure. Okay, that means the gas solid interface is obtained in terms of partial pressure of the gas adjacent to the solid surface and solubility factor, and the solubility factor as we are mentioning that solubility factor as S. Then the concentration can be calculated as partial pressure into solubility. The carbon dioxide is flowing through the rubber tube at 2.5 bar. Okay, as such, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide at the rubber gas interface is 2.5 bar, and the concentration is then this concentration can be written as 2.5 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 kilomole per meter cube. That means here the solubility of the carbon dioxide is uh, the pressure at the inside the rubber pipe is 2.5 bar. Then the solubility of the carbon dioxide is 4 into 10 to the power minus 2. So you have to find out the concentration as 2.5 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 kilomole per meter cube. That will give the answer as 4.4 kg per meter cube. Then assuming that at the outer surface of the rubber pipe, the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide is zero. We already know that outer surface of the rubber pipe, the pressure will be zero. Carbon dioxide pressure will be zero. The concentration at the outer surface is zero. Further, the diffusion mass transfer is analogous to conduction heat transfer. The diffusion resistance in the cylindrical system can be written as, we have already seen this formula in the last problem itself. That means the resistance diffusivity, that is Rd is equal to ln of R2 divided by R1 divided by 2 into pressure, length in diameter. Okay, here they have written in the inch. You can also written in the centimeter or meter, whatever you want. Okay, convert it and you can write it. Okay, that means R2 divided by R1. You are know the values of R2 and R1. Resistance. Okay, R2 and R1 is okay. Here R2 divided by R1 is nothing but the radius of the pipe. Okay, radius of the pipe only. That is missed in this question. So just note it down that R2 and R1 is the radius of the pipe, and 17.5 is the R2, and 12.5 is the R1. Okay, you can use this for finding the resistant diffusivity. Divided by 2 into pressure is given as 3.142 into length is 1 inch, and diameter is 11 into 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, so you can calculate it with the formula, and you can have the answer as 4.867 into 10 to the power 8. This is the formula for, this is the value for resistance diffusivity, and you have to find out the value for MCO2. That is, you have the value for Ca1 formula as Ca1 minus Ca2 divided by Rd. Rd you can have the value like this. Ca1 you have the value for 4.4. Ca2 just you considered as 0, because concentration at the outer surface is 0. So you will consider the Ca2 as 0. Ca1 is 4.4. Ca2 is 0 divided by Rd. Resistance diffusivity is 4.867 into 10 to the power 8. You will get the value as 9.04 into 10 to the power minus 4 kg per second, or you can write it with kg per hour. Hour means into 24 into 3600. You can write it like that. Into hour means into 60. Sorry. Into 60 means 3.26 into 10 to the power minus 5. You can write it as, if you want to write it in second, you can write, or you can write it in the hour. Both the answers are correct. Okay, that's all. We can find out the, we have find out the value for resistance diffusivity. Okay, you can go for the next problem. Air pressure inside the synthetic. Sorry, this can be, for example, you just consider this problem. This is the carbon dioxide problem. You can the gate question can be asked with any other compounds. Okay, the carbon dioxide or nitrogen or sulfur dioxide, whatever the compound can be asked. According to that, you have to choose the molecular weight, and according to that, the formulas to be changed, and the same procedure will be carried out. But some modification has to be done. Okay, then there are many problems related to the mass transfer. There are many problems that will be given for under the diffusivity, and it will be given under the diffusion, mass transfer, momentum, heat transfer. There are many problems. If possible, if I get any chance for next class, I will discuss with heat transfer problems. These heat transfer, mass transfer are um, coming under the formula for transport phenomena. This is main subject, and all the best, and do well. This is the same kind of problem which we have seen in the previous problems. The same thing we are going to consider a rubber ball, and you have to mass. That means initially there will be one mass, and for 7 days, after 7 days, the pressure will get decreased. The same procedure will be followed here also. The same kind of problem will be asked repeatedly. So concentrate with these type of problems for the gate questions. You will have very less time for calculating this and all. Okay, so you have to well practiced with the problems continuously. We have to well practice with the problems continuously, so that you can solve it very quickly in a short time. Then only you can save more time for other problems. Not only this subject, there are many subjects available: mass transfer, heat transfer, fluid mechanics, transport phenomena, chemical reaction engineering. These are all the main core subjects which will be asked asked in the gate. So very knowledgeable exam, and it will be considered as a this core is very much valuable for high studies, also for um, high studies as well as the job. Okay, you have to concentrate well, and you have to prepare more. Okay, do prepare well. Thank you. All the best.